Hi, it's Nihar again. I would be addressing a very important question that I keep on hearing from my clients, my customers, my audiences, um, that they're just facing to be, again, they're facing a problem while scaling their businesses. They think that it's a scaling problem, but actually it's a consistency problem. They are able to get the first few clients, but they're not able to get the same, not even scaling, they're just not able to get the same number of clients every single month consistently, or every single week consistently. They think that it's a scaling problem, it's actually a consistency problem, right? But what's the problem? The first solution that people have in their mind is maybe we'll try to figure out again this strategy, that strategy. They keep on hopping from this strategy to that strategy, and again the whole shiny object syndrome um, case, right? uh, I'm going to be solving this problem once and for all. Now, in order to solve this problem, the consistency problem, what you need to understand is marketing works in fractals, right? If you're not aware of what fractals is, just go to Google and search. Let me just show it up to you. Yes, you can just search fractals on Google. So I've already opened it up here. Fractals are basically complex geometrical shapes characterized by repeating patterns, right? Repeating patterns, and marketing works in repeating patterns. That's what I want you to understand. Let me just open up a real quick image in front of you. Perfect. Now, as you can see this image, it's a clear classic example of a fractal. Fractals are a very natural phenomenon. It occurs in nature. You can see it anywhere, in leaves and tree trunks, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. The point here is marketing also works in fractals. The moment you understand what, even just one pattern out of this whole fractal, if you just understand one single pattern, you have figured it out. All you need to do is, and again, this is something that Alex Hormozi keeps on rambling about again and again, whatever works, you just have to double down on that. If it's working for one person, or if it's working for a few people, that means it will work for a large number of people on scale as well. You don't need to figure everything out from scratch again and again. You don't need to buy any new courses. You don't need to buy any new strategies or apply any new strategies. You don't need any new type of sales funnel, right? All you need to do is whatever worked for you earlier, you just need to keep on repeating that again and again on scale. Now, the biggest problem that people face here is, let's say this is their sales process, right? And here you're getting the traffic in, and here you're getting the money out. Cool. Whatever sales process you have figured out for yourself, it could be a VSL funnel, it could be a normal organic YouTube video to VSL to call funnel, or it could be a webinar funnel, whatever, I don't care. Let's say this worked one time, right? This has worked once, or let's say this helped you to get your first few clients. Now, the biggest notion that people have is that if they want to scale and if they want to get more and more and more sales, they just need to pour more and more and more traffic yahan, right? And they think they'll get more sales here. Now, I'm not denying the fact that you'll get more sales if you pour more and more traffic. It's just that that's not the only factor, right? That is something that I call as volume scaling. This is vertical scaling. You are getting more and more people in the front end, and you're trying to, milk sales out of that, more and more sales out of that. It's not the only factor. People who try to do this, people who try to scale by volume, they have seen consistent rise in their ad costs. They have seen consistently increasing efforts, even if they're, let's say, doing manual outreach, or if, let's say, they're acquiring clients through content. They have to just keep on posting more and more content, and they're just to keep on, outreaching to more and more people. They just find it increasingly difficult day by day as they try to scale the whole process, right? This is happening because they are just scaling on the basis of volume. Now, what I want you to understand is, let's say this is your total addressable market, right? And you are able to get just 3% of this market. You are able to get just 3%. Just, I'm giving you an example, right? So you're just able to get 3% people to buy from you out of this total addressable market. Now this 3% shows your marketing efficiency. That means your marketing efficiency is just 3%. Now, by scaling in terms of volume, you are just trying to milk this 3% market. You're just trying to increase this 3% market. Simply, what you need to understand is you need to scale horizontally. That means what I call as value scaling. You have to understand what is value scaling. Scaling is, now you know that you have taken this much slice of the market. Value scaling is how can you increase the size of the slice that you're getting through your market. How can you get, let's say, 10%? How can you get 20%? Right? To do that, what we do is, let me clear this out real quick for you. To do this, let's say this is our sales funnel again. What you do is you just add more levels in the front end and maybe more levels in the back end as well. So you expand the sales funnel horizontally by adding more and more levels, or let's say more and more products, more and more opportunities for people or for your market to pay you. Because initially, let's say you're selling a high ticket program here and you were just able to get like 3% of the total market, and a very big reason of the 97% people not buying from you could have been that they were just not able to afford your high ticket program. They just don't have the money to pay you. Yeah, they were already convinced, but they had no money to pay you, right? So for them, if they're already convinced, why, like, does it even make sense to leave that audiences who were already convinced, they just didn't have money, right? So for these people, what we do is we maybe introduce a mid-ticket program. Yeah, maybe if you're selling this at $1,000, let's say, right? You are selling your high-ticket program at $1,000. So your mid-ticket program you can maybe sell at just $300 or just $100. I don't care. And can we milk more and more from this 97% audiences who didn't buy from you? Yeah, this increases our marketing efficiency. Maybe we will be able to pull up to 5%. We could be able to pull up to 10%. This will increase our marketing efficiency. This is what we need to understand. Not volume scaling. Yeah, volume scaling is important for sure. You have to get more and more people into the funnel, but you also have to understand how to increase the marketing efficiency, how to scale horizontally, how to do value scaling. Yeah, this is how you would be able to scale very easily if you just apply both of these factors, volume scaling and value scaling, both. If you just understand both of these factors and apply it in your sales funnel, I bet it would be very, very easy for you to scale your sales funnel to $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. It's super simple, guys. You just need to understand the term marketing efficiency. You just need to understand this core concept of fractals and how does marketing scale on a larger scale. And I bet it would be very easy for you to scale, right? So yeah, I've prepared some freebies for you as well. So if you just you might find those links below this video. Go into the video description and click on whatever link you like, right? So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.